Swing chains, creaks, slow in the first light of day. I rock by myself where we used to sway. Your side of the wood is one smooth by away. I close my eyes and I see you not too late. We were 19, no map, just a beat up guitar. You laughed at the rain, called it heaven's guitar. We'd walk the whole town just to watch the sun fall. Didn't own a thing, but we had it all. Now the knees ache and the hair's turn gray, but your laugh still echoes the same way. We were fearless, didn't know how to be scared. We had nothing to lose and nowhere to be spared. Just two kids holding on to a wild kind of trust. And look at us now, we're still standing, we must. I smell the fresh air you breathe every dawn. The birds start their chorus, you're still not gone. I remember the day you walked up this lane with a daisy in your hair and no fear of the pain. Now the world is quieter, the steps are slow, but your ghost in this porch light still makes me old. We were fearless, didn't know how to be scared. We had nothing to lose and nowhere to be spared. Just two kids holding on to a wild kind of trust. And look at us now, we're still standing, we must. I never told you I was scared to that day when you said yes to a life that might break. But you looked at me like I was the only wave, and I knew then this love will not cave. Young and fearless, that fire never died. It just burns slow now, deep inside. We had nothing to lose and nowhere to be spared. And look at us now, we're still standing, we care. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. These flowers you planted bloom white in the sun. I press play on the phone, there's that summer undone. Your laugh cracks the speaker, the same crooked grin. I smell campfire smoke from the beach then. Not here, but within. We were barefoot and wild, the waves kissed our skin. You hum reggae low while I pulled you in. That small speaker played on the porch of the shack. Now I watch you spin slow in the glow of the screen, looking back. And the garden is quiet, but your hand finds my hand. We almost lost this, I still don't understand how we made it through. But the video shows two people who wouldn't let go. So I thank the salt air, the beat, the old song, the fight that almost tore us, the years that made us strong. You're here in the yard where the flowers still grow, and the warmest thing isn't the sun, it's knowing we know. I whispered once in the dark of the car, if we break kept rolling, the song kept on, and here we are, both still singing along. So I thank the salt air, the beat, the old song, the fight that almost tore us, the years that made us strong. You're here in the yard where the flowers still grow, and the warmest thing isn't the sun, it's knowing we know. The sun bleeds orange low across the phone. Your laugh still echoes where the seagulls roam. I traced the line your toes drew hours ago, the small curved hollows filling as they go. Remember how you taught me to float on my back, your hand beneath my spine, no room for lack. We shared one coconut, two straws, no rush. The days so full they made the minutes blush. And now the tide has turned, the colors fade, but I still breathe the air your braids once made. I didn't know a goodbye could feel this soft, a wave that kisses and pulls away a love. The salt on my skin is the only proof that you were real, that we were both uncool and careless with our hearts, and that's the truth. I'll keep the shell you pressed into my palm. It hums the sound of your undone call. No map can hold the place we built of sand. We knew it wouldn't last, still called it land. I didn't know a goodbye could feel this soft, a wave that kisses and pulls away aloft. The salt on my skin is the only proof that you were real, that we were both uncool and grateful for the temporary roof. The horizon bleeds orange, the girls wheel and cry. I trace a line in the wet sand where you won't walk by. Your laugh is still an echo that the sea tries to keep, and I'm counting every wave that rolls while the rest of me sleeps. Remember that postcard we bought from the corner shop? Said we'd take the slow train through the mountains till we stopped. You folded it twice, slipped it in my jacket near the zip. Now the edges are worn soft from my thumb's fingertip. We had a list of places we'd never need a map, but the route keeps changing when the future starts to gap. All the adventures we never got to take, a canyon at dawn, a ferry on a lake. I hold the dreams like campfire smoke in my hands. They curl and they vanish like footprints in the sands, but the ache is a lighthouse that won't let me break. Tonight the tide is gentle, almost like it knows that I'm still waiting for a ship that nobody rows. Your name carved in a shell I keep inside my shoe, to remind me that the best of us was almost not yet true. places we'd never need a map. But the route keeps changing when the future starts to gap. All the adventures we never got to take, a canyon at dawn, a ferry on a lake. I hold the dreams like campfire smoke in my hands. They curl and they vanish like footprints in the sands, but the ache is a lighthouse that won't let me break. I trade every suitcase for one more hour to unpack, or maybe to let the sun devour. The one thing I never told you, that the journey was already whole when I found you. All the adventures we never got to take, the map we never folded, the promise didn't make. I hold the smoke, I let it rise and fade, but the light in me is yours and it will not be swayed. Oh, 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 and it will not be swayed. The porch swing creaks a rhythm I know by heart. A slow low note the wood remembers from before. The sky is pulling off its cover of dark, and I can still hear the way you laughed at the door. Remember how we used to sit right here, bare feet touching, no, we're just the same air. You lean your head against my shoulder, clear as this new light that finds us still a pair. I used to flinch from silence, thought it meant something broken, something I couldn't mend. Now I feel the warmth where cold had land. It's waiting, I know this is where we begin again. It felt so natural breathing next to you, like the tide doesn't question why. Tired faces, oh, tired faces. I don't have to say I'm sorry anymore. You've already washed the shore. What I need is to let my hand find yours again, without waiting for permission to begin. It felt so natural breathing next to you, like the tide doesn't question why it moved. Now every dawn I learn to choose you new, and the quiet is a place where we get to prove that love can grow in simple, honest spaces, where the sky turns gold on our tired faces. Ooh. Sun bleeds into the water, golden red. Sand still warm where we left our footprints ahead. I feel the breeze that carries salt and grace, and see the same horizon in your face. Remember how we sketched our house on the sand with the stick and a laugh and a trembling hand. We talked of children who would run with the tide. Now we're here with the ring on your side. We weathered the wave that tried to take us down. Found each other when we almost drowned. This love is the shore that holds me steady when the sea gets rough. You're already ready. Every grain of sand remembers our name. We built a world from a flickering flame. From a flickering flame. There were moments I thought I'd lose your light, but you held the match through the darkest hour. I'm sorry for the times I let you down. Now I'm grateful we still wear the same ring. This love is the shore that holds me steady when the sea gets rough. You're already ready. Every grain of sand remembers our name. We built a world from a flickering flame. From a flickering flame. The porch swing sways without a sound, but I hear you laugh in the chains. I bought white lilies yesterday, set them on the rail in the rain. Two mugs sit side by side on the ledge where we tap the rims. But the coffee's bitter now, and the silence hums where you hummed it. You always folded the paper twice, left your half on the chair. I still catch myself reaching for the section that was your share. The birds start singing at the edge of the lawn. The way they used to wake you, I'd kiss your shoulder, you'd pull the blanket. Now I just watch morning break through. I can't bring back the words I threw like stones, but I can learn the rhythm of your bones. One small habit at a time, I'll rebuild the shrine of us if you let me, line by line. So I'll keep the porch light on for you, even when you're not here. I'll water the mint you planted near the step, year after year. I'll learn to fold the paper wrong, just to leave you a space. Because the smallest things we did together, they're the ones I can't replace. I used to think grand gestures proved I cared, but now I know it's the way you breathed when you slept, the way you hummed when you scared. I never told you that your morning voice was my favorite song, so I'm singing it now into the dawn, hoping you'll hear and come along. I keep the porch light on for you, even when you're not here. I water the mint you planted near the step, year after year. I learn to fold the paper wrong, just to leave you a space. Because the smallest things we did together, they're the ones I can't replace. So they're the ones I'm learning to embrace. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. The porch swing creaks at dawn, the world still holding breath. I rest my hands on wood you painted years ago. A cool breeze carries something like the scent of your old dress. and I let the silence settle slow. I see you climb these steps again, a shy and grinning stranger. Your suitcase heavy, your hair still wet from rain. You asked if I had coffee and I laughed and said forever. We didn't know that day will never fade. And the speaker plays that old reggae song we danced to barefoot. I close my eyes and feel your hand inside my palm. Hey, this porch is just a porch, but in my mind it's where you stood. And every creak is like your voice saying, I'm still warm. This love felt like home. Not a house, not a roof, not a wall. It was you in the kitchen humming the way you called my name when you found me lost inside a thought. A home I didn't build, but somehow still got. Well, I never told you thank you for the mornings you stayed quiet, for letting me be quiet too. The way